Bombshell after bombshell, baby dolls. What a day in cryptocurrency land. We've been witnessing Trump and Elon do a public battle. And also the lawyers have come out. My gosh, let's go through some of this. Now, we've been seeing some back and forth go through. On the left here is Elon Musk, and on the right, Donald Pump. So Elon Musk, friends, he pretty much, as we got to know, he said Trump is in the Epstein Files. Right, and it's been pretty much everything's been exploding as we've seen the past 24 hours. There's memes everywhere, all the normies on TikTok, on Instagrams, everyone's been going wild. Elon Musk, friends, he even agreed that President Trump should be impeached with J.D. Vance replacing him. And yeah, we see some Ian Carroll stuff. J.D. Vance ain't so innocent either. I mean, like, he's funded by Peter Thiel, who is, yeah, man, they're going to usher in CBDCs and stuff. They're not our heroes. We know they're not. So, on top of this reporting, friends, simultaneously, Disclosed TV, they're reporting that Trump is going to meet with Elon to broker a peace. I don't know what that means, broker a peace, whatever. What to believe, though? I don't know what we can do except play some PumpFun music to navigate these uncertain times. Who's going to kiss the ring? Who's going to kiss the ring, huh? Oh, man, this type of entertainment and stuff coming out here just frying everybody's brain. It's so wild. Check this out. David Scowen says he is Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer. All right, look what he says. I was hired to lead Jeffrey Epstein's defense as his criminal lawyer 9 days before he died. He sought my advice for months before that. I can say authoritatively, unequivocally, and definitively that he had no information to hurt President Trump. I specifically asked him. So Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer is saying he had no information on Trump. And it's kind of funny. There's community notes right under. They go, as a lawyer, you're breaching your whole terms of service. You're not allowed to talk about stuff like this, which is funny. Also, it makes you think which side he's on. John, curious, why would you ask him if he had anything to do that could hurt Trump? Odd question. Very suspicious. Very sus. Jerry Sprinkler, you were a lawyer for the world's most prolific pedophile, and you want us to believe you that you wouldn't lie. So, yes, very good merit points here. And I've gone through the comment section as well, friends. We have Mr. Berkshire Hill Farm Homestead, who shared some Elon and Trump stuff out here. So I've actually clicked on through. It's a video here from the Skiff. Out here, the truth about Trump and Epstein, the truth must be stated. Yes, Trump is in the Epstein Files, but not as you would think. Technically, Elon is not lying. Trump is not implicated in the files in a nefarious, sick way, like Bill Clinton, Prince Andrew, and the other wealthy elite individuals are. Everyone always shows the same videos and couple of pictures to say he's guilty, but it couldn't be further from the truth. So it says here, Trump broke off his relationship, I guess, with Epstein and banned him from ever stepping foot in Mar-a-Lago ever again for hitting on another member's young daughter. And they said all victims of Epstein and others all supported Donald Trump throughout the case and his presidency as well. He's never done anything to them and they've never seen him on the island. And also a good point here. They say, do you really believe that if Trump was guilty in any way, that his dirty or laundry would not have been aired in 2016 election, let alone this one? So yeah, from 8 years ago, would have all come out 10 years ago. And there's this clip here from this gentleman who said, just let this guy speak.
Epstein was up to.
That is correct.
Mr. Bradley Edwards, attorney who's represented many of the victims of Jeffrey Epstein.
The only thing that I can say about President Trump is that he is the only person who, in 2009, when I served a lot of subpoenas on a lot of people, or at least gave notice to some pretty connected people that I wanted to talk to them, he is the only person who picked up the phone and said, let's just talk. I'll give you as much time as you want. I'll tell you what you need to know, and was very helpful in the information that he gave and gave no indication whatsoever that he was involved in anything.
Very interesting. So thank you very much, sir, for sharing all that information. I'm glad I could share that here with you. Man, friends, it's like, just think about this, man. Like Tesla stock dumped, right? Dumped 17% on things like this. Like, Man, it's so hard to catch a falling life, isn't it? Over and over and over again. But if you want cheap prices, that's what you have to sit through. Like, there's so much uncertainty, man. Like, imagine you're in the midst of that. Oh my gosh, the president is a pedophile. And then people who, if you ignore all the news and you just see cheap prices, you're like, I'm not reading it. I'm just going to get in. Because it's really hard, man. Because if you read it, you're like, oh crap. The president is a pedophile, you know? And then it takes time for people to go like, I've got a feeling like if the president did anything like that, it would have come out 10 years ago, especially in this election. Obviously, they have no dirt on him like that. That's why they tried to kill him. Try to do the planned assassination. But it does make you think about his close ties with Bibi Netanyahu pushing in the chair. So they got some dirt on him somewhere. I mean, that's for sure. Now, I wanted to share this with you, friends. I think this on Robinhood. This is an actual real warning. IPO flipping warning. If you sell IPO shares within 30 days of the IPO, it's considered flipping, and you'll be restricted from participating in IPOs for 60 days. So this is like basically a Jeet warning, right? And it was funny. We need this for the trenches, boys and girls. We need a warning like this. We need like your Uniswap, your PulseX to go, warning, you bought this thing less than 60 days ago. If you cheat, your account will be marked as a cheater, and you will not be allowed to access all the juicy stuff after this point. So it is funny, right? Normie finance websites preventing you from cheating. If you sell, you don't get to participate next time. So, yeah, just a different world out there, isn't it, friends? You know, in crypto, we're just everybody, not us, but, you know, Soilana people, they're so used to cheating. It's second nature now. And a different kind of nature, leverage nature, we have James Wynn, friends. James Wynn, I'm just going to show you what's happened. He has changed his display picture. So he is no longer Neo, friends. He's actually changed it. He is now a Wagey Wojak at McDonald's serving fries. Round tripped 100 million on perps, and he's got his leverage trading affiliate links. It's basically, oh man, what a tale. He actually has revealed in his story that he was just a gambler. He said, I started trading perps in March. I've never traded it before. In fact, I never traded properly before. I've just traded meme coins. He goes, before I was known for calling Pepe at 600K and making 8 figures. He goes, in 1 month, I ran 3 million into 100 million, and then I lost it all in about a week on Hyperliquid. I was just doing my thing, but people started to notice, and then my account blew up. Hundreds of thousands of followers. It was all trackable on chain, so I went with it. Anyway, with all this new attention, the trading spiraled out of control. I was basically gambling and just trying to chase back the gains I had lost, as well as not looking like an idiot for making 100 million then using it. I got greedy. I wasn't taking the numbers on the screen seriously. Anyways, if you want to gamble and trade perps like an idiot, at least use my affiliate link. Oh man, so he really did go through those 5 stages of grief, which I showed you in Juicy News right here. The 5 stages of grief, where he starts off denial. 0.1 billion is not a lot of money. He's now in like this acceptance and depression. You know, he's like, this is my story. He's just accepted it. See, he's just, literally, he went through anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance, man. Yeah, that's it. The 5 stages of grief. That's what you end up with. You've accepted that. You round trip the 100 million. This is part of your story, and you're just a degen gambler. Man. He'll be learning, friends. You're learning, right? Just because you got a lot of money, please, 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 please. When you look, you always hear that saying, right? It's not just about making money. It's tough enough as it is. The second part is keeping it. Okay, so if you identify your circle of competence of what you're good at, you just stick to that, then you're going to be fine. The problem is that you have this jealousy creep come in to your mind because you see FOMO from other people. You see other people take screenshots and other people like taking loose risks. That's what you got to be careful of. Now, I found this very interesting, friends. Very interesting in a crime season type of way. We're going to have to get the crime season gun out here. Get my trusty revolver, friends. Look at this. Ogle, the advisor of Donald Trump's World Liberty Finance, has deposited $1 million to Hyperliquid and shorted Trump token with 10x leverage 5 hours ago. Really weird. His liquidation price is $12.49. So, man, I've even written here, what the hell? What is going on, man? Is this some sort of insider information? Did you knew something was happening? Were they trying to, like, are they trying to make money off Trump and Elon Surely not. I mean, like, that's not, you can't make enough money for reputation points. Like, Elon would never play into that. Elon has 420 billion net worth. He wouldn't be screwing around with, like, you know, this type of small stuff. It's just insider trading. Oh, man, what a wild, chaotic show we've been on. Now, I want to cut back to this video, friends. We're going to watch this Donald Trump Epstein Files thing released earlier. Listen carefully to some of the words here. I'm glad I've shown you pretty much where, you know, I guess they say Donald Trump's innocent, but just it's a bit strange here. Just listen to this.
Would you declassify the 9/11 files?
Yeah.
Would you declassify JFK files?
Yeah.
Would you,
I did a lot of it.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I guess I would. I think that less so because, you know, you don't know. You don't want to affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there because there's a lot of phony stuff with that whole world. But I think I would.
Huh. Just very interesting. Like, oh, man, there's a lot of phony stuff out here. That's why it's kind of crazy, man. Jay Plush, we love you, sir. I honestly thought it was common knowledge that Trump has been around Epstein in the past, unless I'm Mandela-ing myself. This S is getting juicy. Brian, he is trucked. Silver spoon. Nail in the coffin when Elon releases what he'll be doing. Richard K. Trust Donald way more than Elon. Elon is less likely to believe in anything and is much more emotional. Also lies a lot and has lied a lot in the past. Very interesting. They kind of both are. It's interesting, yeah. Elon's Donald Trump's a baby boomer. Elon Musk is a Generation Xer. You know, it's funny, they're the most popular person in their age field. They're just, man, we just keep digging down, man. You gotta admit, this is some spooky stuff. Remember, Elon Musk has been walking around with a black eye. The mystery behind Elon Musk's black eye. There are a lot of famous people who get this really weird black eye, man. It's so weird. Yeah, it's so strange. I've got to show some of this. What is it? A black eye conspiracy. I want to check this out. Now, I had a look at these, but I don't know if a lot of them are photoshopped. I don't know if a lot of them are photoshopped with these black eye stuff. Are they photoshopped? Like, did these really happen? There's all these Hollywood people with a lot of black eyes. Like, it is strange. It is strange. Please let me know. Are they photoshopped or is a lot of these are real? You know? It's crazy, man, because how many people in real life do you know walking around with black eyes? And then look, all these Hollywood actors. Like, that's a lot, man. You know, that's crazy just to see a lot of that. And then you see Elon Musk. What's going on? You know, they beat him up. They find some stuff. Just, yeah, I mean, some of the documentaries of people who left Scientology, right, what they would say is, so this is David Miscavige who's at the top. They basically, they would all share a story of where, like, you'd get beaten up and you'd get beaten up by them. You don't fight back. Everybody just watches. You just get beaten up by these guys on top. I don't know how much of it to believe. There's a lot of that stuff that is believable, but why I'm just thinking about that is, like, maybe that's just what happens to people who are, like, really, like, you know, hunting power. Maybe they just want to see that, just to see if they can rail on someone and just have them not defend back. I wonder, you know. Oh, man, just making sense of this world, huh? That's why we need crypto out here, not only as a distraction, but also the parallel financial system. But speaking of a parallel financial system, I mean, it's not all roses and fairies, friends. These are the stats of PumpFun wallets. Every single person has made money on it. Only 1,000 people only 1.6% of people made over 1,000 wallets, so over $1,000. And yeah, because there's just so many tokens and there are gatekeepers for the mindshare. Friends, even if you watch some interviews of like Ansoy and stuff out here, I mean, I even show you one I'm watching right now. So this is, there's Thread Guy. So it's basically the LA Vape Cabal come and do this interview stuff out here. If you watch it, okay, they're asking Ansoy, they're like, hey, give me your thoughts on, like, you know, the trenches and the meme coins, and let's talk, blah, 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 blah. It's kind of funny. They just literally halfway through a sentence, they go, yeah, bro, just cut the crap. Like, whatever coin you like or I find out that you like, I'm just aping into it, like full tilt. It's kind of, everyone's aware, right? But that's just network effects, you know? That's just what it is. We know we're trading network effects You're trading someone's ability to put a spotlight onto a coin. Very interesting how it all works in cryptocurrency land, but that's why it's very mercenary as well. And speaking of mercenaries, what about the Bitcoin mercenaries? Look at this comment from Udi. Moment of clarity. You're not going to want to hear this, but I think we're on the precipice of a mass exodus from crypto altcoins. Lots of liquidity is about to leave, either into Bitcoin or into stocks. Circle's IPO probably kicks this off. The opportunity isn't in memes, bros. I'm sorry. So Bitcoin Maxis, friends, they're literally the amount of delusional state that's just occupying their mind. I was going to say cope, but their bags are really, really up if you put Bitcoin Maxis and you just avoided death in all altcoins. But it will be cope later on. They literally believe the next rotation is everyone's now going to sell their altcoins and just buy Bitcoin. And buy the Bitcoin treasury stocks. Like, man, they're just literally drunk on their euphoria, drunk on their complacency. But it's been going on for a very, very, very long time. But hey, you know, waiting for that business ISM to crack on above 52. So you remember moments like this, friends. You will, I know you will be in my comment section out here right below. And in Telegrams and Twitteroonies, you guys will be mentioning posts like this when things do turn around. You're like, hey, Simon, remember all those Bitcoin Maxis? You said this thing would never, ever happen. It would never turn around. I'm like, yeah, man. Yeah, that's right. They've got a long way to go as well. Because remember, the market's a slingshot, yeah? It's going to go so far the other way. It's going to make them think about the business cycle and altcoins being infrastructure of BTC. Press like and subscribe. Press the belly button and all. I'll catch you in the next one.